Anyone that wants to do things where they're involved and they want to participate in the process so that the home really suits their family and their lifestyle, Meridian's the way to go. We are a family of 6, and in the DC area, that is not very common. So we needed to have a home that had all of the bedrooms upstairs. We didn't want to isolate anyone in the basement. We wanted everyone on one level, and we just couldn't even find plans that had that many bedrooms upstairs. So then we shifted from kind of like a prepackaged, here's your structure, to let's make something that really, really fits us. And with Meridian's help, we were able to build a home that really addressed our needs. And then it was fabulous going through the process because it allowed us to identify other things where we didn't realize would be really great. Like we wanted a basement where all of our kids and their friends could hang out. And then we realized, gosh, when we have a lot of kids over, not all of our kids are engaged in the same group. So let's see if we can have a secondary space. And we kind of had this dead end hallway. And I said, could we make this some sort of like media corner? And of course the answer was yes. And so we moved some things around. And so it became a really cohesive process where we were able to think through things as we were developing the plans for our home and identify places where it was significant for us to do something that was just particular for our family. That was the most important part of having all of this work, was that we didn't just get a new home, we got a home that worked for our family and for our lifestyle. And being able to change things that really suit you, I think, is a significant part of the process. If you have a dog or you're really into biking and you want to put a wash station in your garage, to be able to plan for that as you build, rather than here's your cookie cutter and good luck shoving that in next to your car space in your garage. It's really nice to be able to change things that accommodate how you live. I really enjoyed it. My husband's work schedule did not allow him a lot of freedom in terms of participating and much beyond the original planning meeting. So once we'd figured out where all the walls were going to be, then he kind of checked out. And so I was the point person for our family. And as a woman, sometimes working with builders and contractors, you don't get the respect that you might otherwise want. It was really nice to know that they really listened to us, and that's reflected in our home design as well. We said, this is how we need things to be configured. This is how we want the children to be arranged, and we got everything that we asked for and more. It was so amazing to see it finally. You watch things get raised and the basement get dug, and you think, will we ever see the end? Will this come to fruition? And seeing it come, the stairway being built and just walking on, plywood, and seeing the floors go in, and as it started to feel more and more real, we just felt so confident that we had made really great choices along the way and had gotten good advice and good support about changing things as we went. And the Meridian team was great about saying, when it's in the 2x4 stage, you can change things, but after that, you're set. And so it really caused us to think and assess. And there were a couple times I was like, I don't like this. And so they made hallways wider. My mom came and visited, and she was like, this closet isn't going to work. And she was right. And they were just like, okay, we'll change it. And so it was so great to know that, we had seen the plans. And then as it came together, it just felt so much more right the closer and closer that we got to having it finished. And it was such a pleasure to show people. And it's always interesting when people see that you've done this big thing, they, say like, how did you make all of these choices? Wasn't so overwhelming? And it really wasn't, just because we had good help in making the decisions. And I know that if I had done something really crazy, they would have said, okay, so, no one puts their master closet, next to the shower or whatever it was. They would have made sure we didn't do something that was completely nuts. But it was so great when it was finally done, because it felt so ours. And I think all of us really felt invested in the project at the end, because everyone had made decisions along the way that contributed not just to a house, but to our home. And it really is our home. We really, really love it. We would recommend Meridian to anyone that's interested in building a home because of the attention that we received, the detail that was given to our interests, and the work that was put into making sure that we had a finished project that we were really proud of. at the end of the day. I feel like that's kind of a miracle in a lot of ways, because you hear of so many people that are unhappy at the end of the process, or their builder kind of cuts them loose when it's all over. I've had to make several phone calls about, weird error codes on the front, and they're always like, okay, here's what you do, or we'll send someone. And so we love that even though, the last payment's been made, the relationship still continues, and it's a really positive one. And I think that says a lot of things about how they do business, how the team conducts themselves. It really speaks to the quality of work that they're able to stand behind, because they really put their whole hearts into it.